We are mock drafting, ladies and gentlemen, and we are best ball drafting all at the same time. Right in front of your face is a best ball draft for an autographed Garrett Wilson jersey, which I've got right here. And this bad boy is going to be given out at the end of the year. Whoever scores the most points out of all these little drafts that we do, whoever has the most points after week 17's end is going to win that bad boy. So I'm going to drop the link to that. In fact, let me drop the link to that private draft. This is not like a big money league on Underdog Fantasy or anything. This is a private draft. Link has been dropped. Get in there. As you can see, 3 spots full. We have 9 more remaining. So let's see how fast those spots get grabbed. Let me go ahead and pin that link real quickly. And once I pin that, I'm going to then go in and we're going to jump into a mock draft. So I'm going to pin that link. 5 more spots remain. You guys are grabbing these quick. The link has been dropped. The link has been pinned. If you want to get in this fantasy football private draft for the autographed Garrett Wilson jersey, this contest goes all off season. Every single private Garrett Wilson draft we do, this one's a $5 entry. The prizes are like $32 for first place. All these little drafts are outside of the purview of the big board, big money leagues on Underdog. These are private. 3 more spots for the battle of the jersey, baby. Battle of the jersey. This particular draft here, just so everybody knows, is a 1 QB, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, 1 flex, 1 tight end. Oh, this is super flex still. This is super flex still. I thought we were done with the super flexes on here. So this will be for the Trevor Lawrence. I think we're going with the Trevor Lawrence autograph jersey. So this will be, Ron, this will be super flex. I thought we were done with super flex. I'm a little super flexed out, but at the same time, when I thought maybe we were done with super flex, I was also a little sad. Kind of torn, kind of like I can't wait to get back to 1 QB, but at the same time, let's embrace it. We're here for just a few more until after the draft. This is a super flex, so I guess continue until they drop another big board. So my bad. This will be for what I believe is going to be an autographed Trevor Lawrence jersey. I'm still working on the details on the super flex contest, but same concept. If we do a 1 QB private draft for jersey, Garrett Wilson. We do a 2 QB super flex draft for said jersey, probably going to be a T-Law jersey. Let's go on over real quickly. 2 more to start. Link is pinned. Let's get into some mock drafts. Oh, what a surprise here. Smitty's doing an ESPN mock draft. Let's see how this goes. Snake 12 team starts at 9:55. That works. That link is right here. That link is pinned. Get in this mock draft right now. Join this league right here. Your boy's in it. Smitty, the fantasy football show. Return to draft waiting room. Okay. 4 minutes left. Link's been dropped. Let's roll. We're not gonna mess around on sleeper tonight. We're gonna do an ESPN draft. Let's see how this goes. 1 more to start on this. That link has been pinned. Anybody wants to get in this super flex private draft for autographed jersey? Anybody wants to get into the mock draft? We are pretty full on that one, I think. Let's see here. Draft starts in 3 minutes. In this draft, we have Shockley. We got Team MC, TMT, Kruger, Croucher, Team Fire, Team Roberts. We got a bunch of we may have a couple randoms in here too. May have a couple randoms. I can't control that because this isn't a private. This is a regular old mock, but I believe most of us got into this. This is I think a draft of the people. All right. Appreciate you all being here. I got the 1.1. I didn't even know.
Mashed potatoes!
Yeah, buddy. love getting the 1.1. I'll tell you this. When it comes to me getting that top 5 super flex draft selection, absolutely love it. The only problem is, Ron, after I just pumped some iron there in excitement, I just realized this isn't a big money league. This is for the jersey I can't even win. So what good is it? Oh, God, I'm going to time out here. Let's go Jalen Hurts. Boom. I would have loved for this to be the final Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Promo code Smitty. I would have loved for this to have been one of the final big boards. But the big boards are coming back. Don't worry. The big boards will return. I may call it I don't know what the next one. There potentially, I'm hearing there could be another smaller big board before the NFL draft, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, so this right here, pinned link in the chat for the mock draft. Anybody missed it? You should have been here early. You should have had your notifications on. You should be following me on Instagram where I announce every time I'm going live. There's a lot of reasons that you didn't make it to this draft, and you have a lot of opportunities for your boy. To notify you. Bragging rights, yeah. For a minute there, though, Ron, when I saw I got the 1.1, I don't know. I thought I was in a big board draft. I got overly excited. Who's in here tonight? We got 50 people. Hit that thumb up button on your way in the door. You got Bella, check yourself first in the building tonight. Peanut butter and waivers. What's going on? The Ryans in the building. Cactus Jack. Mr. Random. Jake the Snake, a.k.a. formerly known as That's Fire. He even changed his YouTube name. He's fully committing. The snake is going to bite you. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Jake the Snake. Brian, Thomas, Avin, what's up, man? Jose in the building. Cop Watch, what is up? Yes, it is full. It is full, young man. Draft room is open. Enter the draft room. It's like it does a countdown for a countdown to a countdown. Now we got to wait another minute and 18 seconds. ESPN's crazy. Got the 5 pick. Jake the Snake, under his new assumed name, just bit the chat with a little snake bite. Ybarra becomes a member. Why? Because Jake the Snake just dropped 5 gifted memberships. Appreciate that, Jakey. Robert, new name, getting a YouTube exclusive from Jake. Tattoo, getting a new exclusive membership from Jake the Snake. Who else has been blessed by Jake? Joff. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, why you gotta spell it differently than everybody? Just curious. Poor Jeff, have you suffered through that your entire life? You had to have. Joseph getting the YouTube exclusive membership. Okay, Bella, check yourself. Said could not get, didn't know what ESPN. Sorry about that. Link's been in the chat. Bella, check yourself. Where were you, pal? Okay, am I on the clock? Draft begins now. 18 seconds left. Let's go back to the Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty draft real quick. This one right here. So far, it went Josh Allen. This is Superflex. This is for the autographed jersey. Not this particular draft only. All of the Superflex private drafts are all fighting for the autographed jersey. The highest score of the entire season in these private drafts only will be the winner through week 17. Hurts, Allen, Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Jefferson, Lamar, Herbert, Tua, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce, Cooper Kupp, A.J. Brown, Bijan Robinson, Garrett Wilson, and I'm getting closer to being on the clock. I do need to switch back over to the mock draft real quick because I'm going to be up in about, I don't know, a couple seconds here. I'm on the clock. So it went Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Cooper Kupp, Justin Jefferson. Let's go with Kelsey and see what we can do. Let's flip back to the Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty Draft where I'm on the clock. I've already got Jalen Hurts. Let's go to the RBs and check it out. We got Kenneth Walker. Let's go ahead and take Walker now. So we got Walker, wide receivers. We could go Olave, Andrews, Lamb is there. Lamb fell pretty far. Am I crazy to want Olave over Lamb? I want Olave over Lamb. Am I crazy? What quarterbacks are available? No, thank you. Let's go Olave. Let's just do it live. I've got Kenneth Walker, Olave, Jalen Hurts. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor. Who's the Goon Squad going to take right here? Before that, number 2 slot, George from the Bay. Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Saquon Barkley. Looking good. CeeDee Lamb's a good pick. I was going to maybe go Lamb. Patrick Mahomes, JT, and Lamb. Joe Burrow, Garrett Wilson, Danny Dimes. Peanut Butter and waivers has Justin Fields, Bijan, and who? Do we find a nickname for Bijan? I don't know. I gotta do a video on Bijan. Don't worry, we'll do one. Jalen Waddle. Okay, let's go back to the mock draft real quick and see what is up over there. So mock draft on ESPN. Let me see if I can get this moved over. Hold on. We'll go like that. We'll go like that. We'll go like this. We'll move me here. We don't need to see me. Who cares? Put that right here. Who cares about me? We don't even need this logo or this little image here. But okay, so here's the draft. Let me review and scroll through this real quick so you guys can see. So at the top, you can't even see that, can you? Let's do this. There. Okay. So in the top right corner, you can see the draft log. It went JJ, Cooper Kupp, Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase, Travis Kelce to me. Just going to try it out. I don't normally draft him high. Diggs, Josh Allen. Allen's really early there. Tyreek Hill, Eckler, Lamb, Amon-Ra, Barkley, A.J. Brown, Kenneth Walker, JT. Getting close to being on the clock. I'm on the clock. I'm on clock in three picks here. Who should I queue up? So far, I've got Travis Kelce, and that's it. That is all I've got. Let's switch over to QBs. Let's switch over to RBs and queue up some people here. God, these rankings are awful. I don't even know who I'm missing here. Are the rookies not even in here? I don't think the rookies are even in here. Someone said that before, and I'm just remembering it. I guess I'm going Garrett Wilson. This is awful. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. Did I time out in the... No, I didn't. Okay. Coming back around. This is bad. I don't think the rookies are even in here. Yeah, they're not. Wow. We decided that we would only include the rookies once they have landing spots. Made the most sense from a corporate perspective. What a garbage. All right. Getting closer to being on the clock in the Superflex private draft for the autographed jersey, which we believe is going to probably be, I can't say yet for sure because I'm still going to grab one. And I may try for a T-Law. I just may try for a T-Law. Let's get on over to see who. I got Burrow still queued up. I've got Garrett Wilson. I've got Travis Kelce. I guess I'll go Burrow. So my team is Garrett Wilson, Kelce, Burrow with a struggle bus at RB, but we'll see what happens. I'm on the clock here. I've got on this team so far Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Olave. Holy crap. Team's phenomenal. Ridley's available. London's available. Chubb is available. You know, I don't draft Chubb a lot. Let's go. I don't draft Chubb a lot, but when you're talking about like that turn, that's a pretty darn good squad right there. Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Nick Chubb, Olave, Drake London. I mean, that's fire. That's straight fire. I'm sorry, but that's a lead dog team, ladies and gentlemen. George from the Bay with Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Saquon, Debo, Hawkinson. That's pretty good too. Mahomes, JT, Lamb, T. Higgins, Mark Andrews. I'm liking that. Burrow, Garrett Wilson, Danny Dimes, Ramondre. Rockouts got Trevor Lawrence, A.J. Brown, Tony Pollard, Najee. So far, Peanut Butter Waivers has Justin Fields, Bijan, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith so far. Amari Cooper was added to That's Fire, which is his former name. Now he's known as Jake the Snake. Peanut Butter grabbing DJ Moore. Where's Ron Navy at? Ron Navy is downstream with the Tua. Oh, that is early on Tua there, Ron. That is early on the Tua. I did not expect Ron to take Tua at 10. Did he time out? Ron, did you time out? I can't imagine that you actually made that pick. Tua, Tyreek, Geno, DK. Unless you're just trying something different, which is totally understandable. It's not like this is a big money league. This is for an awesome jersey opportunity. Let's just say that. But I'm used to underdog. This ESPN draft is really different. No rookies. It sucks at them. But we're doing underdog at the same time. Let's go back to the mock draft real quick. Unbelievable they don't have rookies. Unbelievable. Shocked. My jaws dropped. Just got here. That team is pure fire. It is, bro. Thank you. It is. Look at this squad. Look at this squad right here. Absolute glory. Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Nick Chubb, Olave, and London. I don't even love Nick Chubb. It's unbelievable. All right, let's go back to the mock draft where I don't know if I feel as excited about my team. In this particular draft, I have, let's see here. Let me take a screenshot of my team because I don't want to mess with the look and feel of what I've got designed here for the mock. So let me just take a screenshot and drag it on for the time being. That's not a big deal. So here's my team so far in this draft. I've got Joe Burrow, Garrett Wilson, and Travis Kelce, and no RBs. So we're going to have to figure out something here. So far, I'm a few picks away. RBs remaining. Not a bad group that's there. I think I'll definitely be okay without the rookies, man. It really dried up quick. Croucher's up, then Kruger, then TMT. But I don't have to go RB. You don't have to. No one could force me to go RB. I'll do what I want. Damian Pierce just went. Lamar just went. T. Higgins just went. Christian Watson just went. Wide receiver. Who do we got? There's some boys still left. I got a lot of regulars still left. I'm feeling pretty good about this draft selection here. Darren Waller, Kittle. I mean, man, I guess what I would say is maybe going Kelsey's not good on the ESPN mock because you still got Kyle Pitts there, and I'm probably a lot more tempted to do that. Let's go. Let's fill the running back room with Aaron Jones and Kamara. Or something like that, I don't need to have Kamara specifically. Drake London was nice. He went a little early. I would have taken him. He went right before my Aaron Jones pick. But Aaron Jones is pretty solid given the situation. Let's get back to the other draft. I'll come back when I'm on the clock in the mock. In the Superflex draft, I'm coming up on my picks. I've got Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Nick Chubb, Chris Olave, Drake London. Let's go over to the players and see who's there. We'll queue up a few of the QBs. These are all decent QBs that we can potentially draft. Let's get on over to the RB section here. Let's get over to the RB room. Pacheco, that's nice. Aaron Jones, that's okay. Almost on the clock in the mock draft. Got McLaurin. McLaurin's pretty good. JSN's available. George Pickens is there. Evans, okay. Let's go over to the tight end position. We've got Kittle's there. There's a lot of options left. Feeling pretty good. And we can maneuver any way we want. I'm very balanced. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's go back to the big board, follow the draft. So it just went, Jordan Love just went. Jahmyr Gibbs, Charbonnet already got taken. We knew Ron Navy was taking one of them. He took Charbonnet. Ron Navy's the Charbonnet sniper. Back-to-backs, I'm feeling pretty good about this back-to-back right here. I'm on the clock in the mock draft. So let's go ahead and let's just take Anthony Richardson just to get a quarterback on the roster. Let's go to the queue, and we're probably going to grab. Let's go Kyle Pitts. I don't know if that was a smart move. I went George Pickens because I was going to time out. Anyway, we'll go back to the mock draft in 1 second. I ended up taking Jalen Hurts, Anthony Richardson, Kenneth Walker, Nick Chubb, Chris Olave, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Straight fire. Straight fire. You can take away my Charbonnet, Ron Navy, but you can't take away my Drake London, Chris Olave, Kyle Pitts little tripod that I got going on there. All right. As far as my ESPN draft, let's screenshot this bad boy, put it on screen, and you guys can cast your judgment about my team so far. So here's a screenshot of said team. Let's go back to, let me go ahead and go to the board view here. We got a little ways away. It's going to go all the way down and back. There's my squad right there. Hurts, first column. Walker, Olave, Nick Chubb, Drake London, Anthony Richardson, Kyle Pitts. Superflex draft. Got Anthony Richardson as the QB. Let's get on over to the mock draft. Mock draft here. My team so far, the draft order is as follows right here. Jefferson, Kupp, McCaffrey, Chase, Kelsey, Diggs, Josh Allen, Tyreek Hill, Austin Eckler, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown. That's round 2, first pick. Kenneth Walker, round 2, second pick. JT, Etienne, Pollard, Devontae Adams, Jalen Hurts, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson fell far. Breece Hall, Derrick Henry, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Jacobs. That rounds out round 2. 3.1. Jalen Waddle, Justin Fields, Nick Chubb, Chris Olave, Joe Burrow, DK Metcalf, Mark Andrews, Devonta Smith, Ramondre Stevenson, Trevor Lawrence, DeAndre Hopkins, Najee Harris at 3.12. That rounds out round 3. Then we have 4-1 is Hawkinson, Christian Watson, T. Higgins. Sorry, I said to do some on my phone there. T. Higgins, T. Higgins, Lamar Jackson. I'm just jacking up the screen here. Hold on. I'm almost on the clock, too. Lamar Jackson at 4.4. Dameon Pierce, 4.5. Dalvin Cook. Drake London, 4.7. Aaron Jones. Justin Herbert. Keenan Allen. Joe Mixon. Alvin Kamara. That's 4.12. 5.1. Pacheco. Debo. Ridley. Kittle. Pickens. DeAndre Swift. James Conner. Lockett. Pittman. DeMont. Deshaun Watson. DJ Moore. Miles Sanders. Mike. Rashad White. Kyle Pitts. Waller. Jerry Jeudy. And Mike Williams. And now I'm one pick away. TMT's on the clock. RBs are drying up. Your boy doesn't have really anybody. Pretty much feel like I may have botched the running back drafting of this team. My team so far, I was running out of time. I had like no time whatsoever to draft. And so I drafted this right here. This is my team so far. Burrow, Aaron Jones, Garrett Wilson, Pickens, Kelsey. Not a bad team, but now there's no running backs. They're all dried up. There's no rookies anywhere. Javonte may start on the PUP. I guess I'll go Tyler Algier. So now I got Aaron Jones and Tyler Algier. Not saying it's the best move in the whole wide world, but it is what it is. We'll have to see what I can do with my next RB pick. Let's go back to the Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Link is in the live chat pinned if you want to be a part of the next one. You missed out on this one, that's okay. You can get in on these every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll be doing private drafts. They're going to be like $5 entries, $3 entries. The prizes don't matter. Steven, you all right there? I heard you choking. You okay?
Okay. No, I just real quick.
All right, so Steven, if you didn't choke and make a weird, awkward noise, I would have forgot you were there. So I appreciate that. What can I do for you, pal?
Hey, I was gonna ask you. I know you're looking for a running back. I'm surprised that you didn't go with Khalil Herbert or
Khalil Herbert.
I guess Khalil Herbert was still there.
Yeah, but Khalil Herbert's not even like we like him, bro, but he's not the starter.
Yeah.
You know,
what about
right now? Like
we hope like Jeff Wilson. Jeff Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I went Algier. I think Algier was better than those guys. But I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm coming up. Part of me wonders, since I have Aaron Jones, do I just go with AJ Dillon right here? You know?
Yeah.
I'm on the clock in the Underdog draft. Here's my team so far: Jalen Hurts, Anthony Richardson, Kenneth Walker, Nick Chubb, Chris Olave, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, straight fire. I wish this was one of those, amazing. Let's see here. I'm gonna go Darren Waller here. Double up at I'm on the clock again, and the other draft is crazy, man. These are piling up on me here. Let's see here. Running back. Who do I go? I'm gonna time out here. Let's go Algier in this draft too. All right. So my team so far: Hurts, Anthony Richardson. Oh God, I gotta go back over to the. I'm gonna time out. Let's just go Javonte, because look. I've already talked today about how I'm very concerned about his availability, but I had 1 or 2 seconds. I'm not taking Jeff Wilson yet. I'm not taking Khalil Herbert yet. Those are good players potentially, but Algier and Aaron Jones, they're okay. If I had enough time, I would have probably jumped on AJ Dillon. But then again, I don't know. Maybe Javonte's fire in the second half of the season. I just think everyone's got to prepare for him not to be ready for week 1. Ron Navy, you're live.
What's up?
Yeah, I'm liking my team, man. I got Waller and Pitts at tight end. I got Olave and London at wide receiver. I got Walker, Chubb, and Algier, and I got Hurts and Anthony Richardson. I'm feeling pretty good. Let's look at your team, Ron.
Yeah.
Explain this Tua pick.
Yeah, good.
Because you've been pretty, I thought, anti-Tua for a while. You just trying something out?
Yeah, I'm trying to be different. I'm always, like, everybody expects me to take Cousins all the time. I didn't get JJ, so, me and my stacks. So I figured the easiest stack to get would be Tua, and then followed up with Hill.
Yeah.
And then I went for Geno and DK. Simple.
Let's look at Ryan's team. Lamar, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Jacobs, Cam Akers, Javonte, Watson, Kirk, Travis Kelce. Pretty solid. It's not bad. I'm not huge on the RBs in that RB room. Herbert, Goff, Russell Wilson, Gibbs, Swift, Diggs, Mike Williams, Jameson Williams. It's not bad. Antidolo has Dak, Kenny Pickett, ETN, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Jamar Chase, St. Brown, George Pickens. Okay. TD Strikers, you're on the clock again. Let's see what he does here. He adds Deontay Johnson. Okay. We've got Rock Out's team. Rock Out's got Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Tony Pollard, Najee Kamara, A.J. Brown, Calvin Ridley, McLaurin, Pat Freiermuth. That's a very well-rounded team. I like it, Rock Out. Nice job, my boy. Let me see if anybody else. Matt's got Kirk Cousins, Bryce Young, Trey Lance, Eckler, Pacheco, James Conner, Joe Mixon, J.J. Cooper Kupp. Wow, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good team. I like that squad. It's unique and different. Peanut butter and waivers. Fields, Bijan, Monty, Waddle, Devontae Smith, DJ Moore, Mike Evans, Quentin Johnson, Goddard. That's pretty good. That's fire. Burrow, Daniel Jones, I hear I'm on the clock. Ritter, Ramondre Pierce, Garrett Wilson, Cooper, Hollywood Brown, George Kittle. I like it, bro. All right, let's get on over to the mock draft, and I'm going to head back over to Steven and see what Steven's got for me. I need an RB. Gentlemen, I need an RB. About to time out because I talk too much. James Cook. A.J. Dillon's still there. I'm going A.J. Dillon. So I got Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, Algier, and Javonte. That's not the worst running crew ever considering what happened to my running back hopes and dreams as I neglected and went hero RB essentially. Not a great strategy. I love balance, man. I love balance. When my team feels balanced, I have a lot less worry, I think. Steven.
Smitty, when would you, because you've been doing a lot of these drafts, at what round would you say that the running back room starts to like dry up and like, I guess like maybe you should like try to like at least like have like a decent like RB room, or like you should at least have like your like your two RBs, like when you feel like you should have like two starters.
You probably should have good RBs, Steven. I agree. It just depends.
No, I'm saying like what round though? Like,
I don't think there's an answer to that. I think it just like look what I did in this ESPN draft. I tried to stretch it without the rookie running backs. It was hard. I think it did okay doing it, but you try and stretch it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This particular draft I think has gone okay considering, but I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like great about this team. Let's see here.
I mean, because I normally try doing different things too. Like I've always tried like the zero RB strategy and all those other type of stuff, but I try to keep balance too. And sometimes it depends. Like usually within like the first like 4 rounds, I mean it depends on like on what I try to look at is like I guess like what you consider like the running back dead zone where that you don't really want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a running back dead zone, wide receiver dead zone video. But it depends. If we're talking like super flex, if you look at this, look at my team. You know, I went Hurts, Walker, Olave, Chubb, Drake, London. Like I'm balanced, so I'm not scared of anything. You know, I don't care what's going. Like if you can choose balance, choose balance. I mean, best player available is the way to go. But if best player available can lead you down a path of being balanced, you have zero fears when you're on the clock of what you need to do. You have to go this way. You have to go that way. So definitely would say that that's the case. But I mean, it depends. This is a super flex draft, so this is very different. I'm gonna go Madison here. If we look at
what? I was just gonna say, when you do the video, will you be able to do it by different like format? Because I know a lot of like your listeners, they do like super flex and stuff. But like someone like me, like not my league, my leagues haven't converted over to like a super flex, so it would just be like a standard league. So
It will most likely
like,
be a 1
will
QB.
still be the same. Okay.
Yeah, I don't cover Superflex on everything I do, but I might start to try and like mention it. Like, so I'm gonna in the video I might be like, okay, and if it's Superflex, let's real quickly look at a draft board. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I'll try and cover it from that perspective. But usually we don't cover Superflex in like all of the content. So odds are it's probably not going to be the focal point of it. It'll be 1 QB. But the dead zone, there really isn't a big dead zone for RBs. Like, if we go into, let's say, a completed best ball big board, okay, I'm going to go into this one right here. So this is a previous 1 QB best ball board. So if you look at like the second round, Kenneth Walker is in round 2. Bijan Eckler. There's no running back dead zone in round 2. All right, hold on. I got a draft here. Yeah, my mock draft is horrible. I don't like this team at all. It's Burrow, Aaron Jones, Tyler Algier, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, Kelsey. That Kelsey in the first is just, I don't like it. I tried it before. A lot of people say, oh, I like it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm not doing it. I do it to try it out. It's absolute garbage. I don't know. Jordan Love, sure, whatever. This mock draft's dead to me. No more Kelsey in round 1. It works in best ball sometimes, but it's awful in one QB redraft. It's just awful. It leaves you chasing RB or wide receiver the entire draft. Your team looks like it's watered down. It looks like somebody removed your second rounder from your squad. It's just not a good look. Okay, as for this right here, running back in round 2, Walker, Eckler, Bijan, and I would venture to say like ETN can flirt in this territory. Tony Pollard sometimes goes higher, but there's definitely a couple running backs in round 2. It's a dry round 2 though. There's not like a ton of RBs that are worth taking, but they're usually, when you think of Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker, always being available at the end of round 2. Am I up in the best ball, Ron?
No, I haven't even made my second pick yet.
Okay, can you tell me when I'm close?
Yeah.
So the one safeguard here in the second round is Walker's almost always at the tail end. Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this mock draft. I am. Honestly, I'm just gonna close it. ESPN, this is awful. This is Sleeper's way better, and Sleeper doesn't have their updated ADP. But I can't even it's clunky to navigate. It's hard to live stream it. I'm closing it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
How's the rankings on there? Are they worse than sleepers on there?
Awful. Not only are they awful, I don't know if I'd say they're worse than sleepers, but they don't have the rookies. So yeah, technically they are worse.
It's like draft last.
That was the worst. That was a horrible experience. I feel like I just vomited in my mouth. Okay, real quickly, let me get through this real quick. So the safeguard with your thinking of where's running back dry up, Kenneth Walker is almost always at the end of round 2. And if he's not, if he goes 18, 20 overall, Breece Hall is always available by the 2.12. So you can't call round 2 a running back dead zone, because you're probably going to have a really good shot at Walker anywhere in that round, and at least a shot at Breece Hall. Round 3, Breece Hall lives in round 3 too, as well. Tony Pollard's in there. Derrick Henry, Chubb. Those guys are all, ETN are all real decent, players in that third round. In round 4, one of those guys typically falls. But if you look at this particular round 4, not one RB, but what was it? One RB, but Najee went in round 4. Sometimes Stevenson falls in round 4. And so Aaron Jones could be argued there. Gibbs is usually in round 4. He's in round 5. So I would say that similar to round 2, it's a little dry. But Gibbs is almost always there for you. Najee is almost always there for you in round 4. So there's no dead zone there. Round 5, Gibbs, Aaron Jones. I'd say maybe round 5, because Pacheco, you start getting to a territory where I'd rather get Charbonnet the next round. I'd rather get Pacheco the next round. So maybe maybe if the running backs climb from round 4 to round 3, we could in round 5 running backs, or 4 running backs fall to round 5. We could see a dead zone in the 4th round, maybe. But if you don't have an RB by round 4, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah. No, I usually buy them into like the 4th round, especially when I'm drafting. I always try to make sure I have at least like 1 or 2 running backs. Because usually by how we draft, it's always the standard 2 running backs. Could be like 2 or 3 wide receivers, quarterback, tight end, and then like your flex spot.
All right, you're on the clock.
Thanks.
Usually always try to do that.
All right, let's see. Who do I take here? I waited on wide receiver way too long.
Like I said the other day, I think there's more of a wide receiver dead zone than there is a running back dead zone this year. Last year was reversed. Last year you had the running back dead zone, and you were good with wide receivers, but that's what I think this year.
You know, because I was trying to juggle the mock draft and this, I didn't really look at my positions of need when I was drafting Madison. I like Madison and Brock Purdy. They're okay additions, but I probably would have went wide receiver but with one of those picks. But Zay and Boyd are okay. But Drake London and Olave are fantastic. Wide receiver 1, 2s. Kyle Pitts and Waller. Kenneth Walker, Chubb, Algier, Madison, Hurts, Anthony Richardson, Purdy. Very, very good so far. Ron, let me go back to your team. I'm probably not going to re-review everybody's team. I've already looked at them, so in case anybody's wondering, I've already kind of reviewed the teams. George from the Bay, Josh Allen, Derek Carr, Breece Hall, Barkley, Roshan Johnson, Debo, Pittman, Keenan Allen, Ayuk, Sky Moore, I like that, Hawkinson, Kincaid, nice, Ron, Rock Out, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Tannehill, Pollard, Najee, Kamara, A.J. Brown, Ridley, McLaurin, Freiermuth, Schultz, I like it, Rock Out. That's Fire's got a nice squad there. Ramondre, little light at RB, but it's still pretty well rounded. Oh, we got a caller 765. Yellow.
Hey, how you doing?
Who's this?
This is Adam.
Adam, what's up?
Yeah, and the thing that I wanted to ask you is, what do you think about taking 2 elite quarterbacks with your first couple picks?
In a 1 QB or 2?
In the best ball, like for Best Ball Mania. Because
So 1 QB, yeah.
What my thought process, here's my thought process. When the money counts the most, you want the players who are going to give you the best chance. So say you got Hurts and say you have Allen. Say Hurts has a piece of a week 1, right? And Allen doesn't have such a good week. All right. Well, say one of them is locked up next week, they don't play. So then you have your other one that is, that can get you through the next week.
Yeah, I hear you. It's basically
and
taking.
Then you have 2, and then you have both of them in week 3. And the reason I say is, 1 is because I feel like there's some value that I think people are that are being overlooked. So you want the most consistent, the most highest upside plays on your team.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So you're saying 1 QB league, go early quarterback twice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a strategy a lot of people deploy. It's not a unheard of strategy by any means. I think anytime you play in a 1 QB best ball underdog draft, promo code Smitty, get that deposit in, match up to $100. When you do that, when you do a draft, you typically see that, I'd say, every other draft. At least for me, every other draft, somebody's trying that. And it's I've done it too. I don't know if I can even show it. Let me go into my completed drafts and go to the big board qualifier. These are 1 QB drafts. I'm just going to take a stab and see if I did it. Here's one where I've got Aaron Rodgers and Burrow, but that doesn't quite count. Let me just take a couple. Like I did it frequently enough that I bet you just poking around at it. Look, there's a Tom Brady. Just poking around at it, I bet you I'm going to find one just real quickly. That's a good one though. Burrow. Hold on. Let's just. I'm just gonna try and get lucky here, and grab one. But I do it all. I've done it a lot, and it's not. Here we go. Boom. Look at that. How many times did I take a stab at that? Like 8, and I found one. Mahomes, I took at 20. Burrow, I took at 29. I took Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love as well. So this is a 1 QB best ball draft, 1 QB, where I spent an early pick twice on quarterback. Let's take a look at my team and let's see if it left me hanging out to dry. I got Mahomes, Burrow, Rodgers, Love, McCaffrey, Kamara, Sean Tucker, McKinnon, McIntosh. That could be a problem. If McKinnon doesn't re-sign, if McIntosh and Tucker don't do anything, then I only have 2 RBs and Kamara could get suspended. So it's a risky move, but when you do what we're doing here, you got to take a risk somewhere, right? I got Christian Watson, JSN, George Pickens, Quentin Johnson, Sky Moore. I got Schultz, Komet, and Likely. Clearly leaves my team a little vulnerable and a little bit thin, but I think the thing you got to land with this approach is a Kamara. You know, you got to land like a George Pickens. You got to land a JSN. You got to land a Quentin Johnson or a Sky Moore. You do something like that and make up for the fact that you skipped out on making a cube or a wide receiver or running back draft selection. You know, but I mean, that team looks good. Doesn't that team look pretty solid?
Yeah, you're on the clock.
Not bad. Nope.
All right, hold on, Ron.
Another thing, I clicked on the link to get in the underdog. I was one of the first ones in here. Like, well, at least as soon as I got the notification, I've been waiting. I kept refreshing, waiting for you to go by so I could get in it. And I clicked on the link, and all they did was just I already have an underdog link. I already have an underdog account, so I just clicked the link, and it just took me to my underdog app.
I don't know, because the other people got in pretty quickly. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's some sort of weird glitch for you and where you live, or I don't know. All I know is that link was an invite link to this specific league. So it wasn't like it wasn't like it.
I'm not sure.
Did you click the link that he posted during his show? Or did you post the new link he posted?
It's the same link, Ron. I just deleted the message, so it's the same link.
Yeah, but it didn't.
I actually tried to click it the first time. I caught the end of your show earlier, and I tried to click on it, and then I tried to click on it again this time.
Deleted it. Yeah, when he deleted it, it wouldn't work, and he redid it and posted it this show. That's the one you needed.
No,
to use.
Ron, the link was the same link. It didn't change. I just deleted the message.
It might have been the same link, Smitty, but it didn't work because I clicked that first link you posted too, and it did the exact same thing. It wouldn't let me in. It just took me to the app.
Huh.
I'm just saying what happened.
Yeah, That's what happened to me. Yeah, because you said there were still like five spots, I think.
It's weird. It's weird because all I did was send that resent the same message that I copied for that to you, Ron, to get into it.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, for some reason it didn't work. Probably because you deleted it on that show, so it made it invalid for that.
Weird.
Anybody that clicked that link made it invalid.
I just repasted that same message, so I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know is I sent that same exact text to everybody privately.
Well, I know it worked on the text. Yeah, it worked on the text, but it didn't work on the one you posted in the show.
Not sure. I can't answer that question because you'd have to talk to Underdog if something's happened with the app, with your app or something. But
well, no, that happened to both of us. So I mean, that makes sense of why he didn't get in, because I couldn't use it either.
I hear what you're saying, Ron, but technically speaking, it had nothing to do with it, because that deleting the YouTube comment had nothing to do with the actual invite link from Underdog. So I don't know why it worked for you in the DM, but all I did was I posted the link, and then I had one person grab it. I deleted the YouTube message, not the link. The YouTube message, and that same link is what I kept sending to everybody to get in. So nothing changed on my end at all. So all I can tell you is I don't know why. It may be YouTube or Underdog, the app was having a glitch at that moment in time. I have no idea. But everybody else was able to get in, and I did nothing different. I used the same exact message and link. I just deleted the YouTube message because I didn't want everybody jumping into that using that link. But anyway, neither here nor there. No one cares about that. Next time, just click it again, and if you have a problem, I would contact Underdog to see if there's some issue with you being able to join private drafts or something. I don't know. Otherwise, I have no idea. I have no clue. No, I didn't hear any other issues about getting in, aside from what Ron just said. I would say Where's my team? Anyway, what Steven, you got anything else?
Yeah. I got another question for you. So, you remember the running back class? How everybody said it was deep. It was the McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon class. I know that was just some of them. I can't really think of who else was in that class, but I know that during like that whole time of everybody drafting like those rookie guys, that was like definitely like hyped up as like a real good like running back class. Would you say that this running back class rivals that class from the McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, and Joe Mixon class? Would you say that it's on the same page as like elite, and like you want to try to get as many of those guys as possible, depending on where they land at? What do you think about that?
Yeah, it just depends on where they land. Situations, everything. If Charbonnet goes to Dallas, then we're gonna love him still. But like, what does that mean? How do we break that down? If Bijan goes to Dallas, what do we do? We're gonna come in here depressed. I mean, we're not gonna be excited either. Whether it's from a Tony Pollard angle or a Bijan angle or both angle, we're just gonna be like, what do we do? Well, how do we truly know? Is Pollard just gonna evaporate, or are they both gonna eat into each other's workload? Pollard is only there for 1 year, so at the end of the day, from a dynasty perspective, if Bijan does go to Dallas, it could be a great long-term move and may still be a good short-term move, and then Pollard's the one that takes the big hit. But it's just like, we got to evaluate all that. I'm not ready to say that it's exactly as good as that class was or better. It could be better. It could be. I thought last year's running back class was so much better than a lot of other people have suggested. Like, you heard a lot of people say this draft class, this running back class is weak. I didn't think so. I thought Hall and Walker were fantastic. Pierce, they all proved to be very, very good. I would say that this running back class has the potential to be as good. Yes, it has the potential to be better. Oh, okay, thanks. It has the potential to be better.
All right.
But it just depends on those landing spots, man.
Because I remember it too, man. It was McCaffrey that was high praise. It was Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, and I believe even Kareem Hunt because that was like the year that he ended up going to Kansas City, and I just remember that was like really hyped up to be like a big class. And I remember Alvin Kamara, like he was like third on like the depth chart, and it took like long for him like to be somebody, but it was definitely like a crazy class. Especially if you had a lot of those guys. So
yep,
it'd definitely be pretty cool if this draft class would be like that.
Adam, what else?
Because I feel like.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I just feel like if there's potential for that, I just feel like that maybe like not a lot of people try to go after like the rookies, like some of the people that I draft with. I mean, I feel like it depends. I feel like more of the people that I draft with, they usually try to go after like the guys that are that have been like pros and like have done it for like a while compared to like some of the rookies. I guess it's because it's a little bit of like the unknown or something like that.
Yep, always take advantage of rookies. People, there are always going to be groups of people in different leagues, different groupings of league members. Some people will love rookies, some people won't. But it's crazy when, in my opinion, when people think that when you say something like, oh, Breece Hall could be a top 5 running back as a rookie. As a rookie? It's like every year we see this happen. Every year. I mean, Breece Hall was phenomenal. When I say Bijan can finish as the number 1 overall running back in fantasy football in 2023, people act shocked. Like it's crazy talk. Where Breece Hall was on his way to doing that, even with a slow start. But, so absolutely. Adam, what else you got?
Quick question. So I have a team, and I think where I messed up is I think I took too many tight ends because I already had 2 good. I had Kittle, or not Kittle. I had Hawkinson and Pitts. So since I had them 2, I probably shouldn't even took another one, right? I should just stuck with that and try to get it. But I ended up taking Jelani Woods at the end as well. On there.
I don't think that's bad at all. Look at my tight end room right now. So right now I have You want at least 3 tight ends. I got Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, Jelani Woods right here. And the reason you want that is because if you suffer an injury and then have a bye week, you know, like you could have, you also got to think about this is like this room is going to be weak for a lot of people. So if you have more combinations of players to, especially with a 20-round draft, you can do it. At 18 round, it becomes a little harder to do 4 tight ends. You got to do almost do 3 and be a very creative person about it. But if you can grab 4 tight ends in this, I mean, bro, the odds I'm going to outscore everyone else at tight end are pretty high because I've got Pitts, I've got Waller, I've got Woods, and if I grab another good tight end, given the way tight ends can score and fluctuate, like the odds are I'm going to outscore everybody on a very regular basis at tight end, and that's a huge advantage. And I don't think it's hurting my depth anymore. Look, I got 4 quarterbacks. I need a couple more running backs. I got plenty of wide receivers at this point. We're in round 18, right? Ron Navy's almost on the clock. And Ron's got 2 tight ends so far. He's got 4 quarterbacks. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running backs. Ron, you like to have at least 3 tight ends, right? In the 20 round?
Yeah. Yep. Three or 4.
Yeah. 18's harder to do 4, but I agree. I draft 3 or 4 in a 20 round best ball.
In the 18th round, you do 3. It's like last year, my tight ends, the team that I made the finals, I had Evan Ingram, I had George Kittle, and Knox, all 3 of those. And that's part of the reason why I made it. They all were fire at the end of the year.
Yeah. I
just took my 3rd one.
Thomas says I got to get the Dynasty podcast going. Yeah, I do need to get it on the regular. I'm not starting I think I saw a comment up there, Thomas, saying you wanted me to start a Dynasty Superflex show, like YouTube channel. Like I can't do another YouTube channel on I'm gonna do more on the Dynasty channel. In fact, after this, we'll go live on the Dynasty channel briefly. So Thomas, you choose the topic. Not Superflex though. I'm not gonna talk Superflex. I'm pretty Superflexed out right now. We do enough Superflex. So give me a Dynasty topic. Give me something interesting. What was the news today? What did we talk about today? It was Javonte and Brady. I suppose we could go talk a little Javonte. We'll talk a little Javonte. But Thomas, give me a topic. We'll go live after this. Notch, appreciate you, man. Is Bryce Young going to be a good QB? I believe he will. Late tight end is winning strategy. Depends if you land it, Hod. You got to land it, bro. But, I mean, year in and year out, some tight end pops into the top 5 or 6 from, like, that was ranked consensus outside the top, like, 8 to 10. Cole Kmet, I went over the tight end options this year. Cole Kmet's one of them. Jelani Woods is another. Kincaid. Javonte is decent, says ICYVR. Well, depends if he comes back, my guy, and when he comes back.
You're on the clock.
So hopefully, all right, these are my last 2 picks, right? Okay, so I got tight end.
You got picks.
You what? Back to back, yeah.
You have one more pick though after.
Go. Okay, let's go. I've been doing the Deuce Vaughn thing.
Yeah, you actually have the last pick of the draft.
That's right. Deuce Vaughn. Musgrave, sure. Why not? There we go. Okay, so we got one more round. I'm not going to review everybody's team again. I've already looked at it. We'll probably just end this live stream and go straight onto the Dynasty live stream. So if anybody has a topic on the Dynasty channel, toss it out. Let's see if we can get a couple good topics. Probably just choose one of them.
George.
What?
George made my decision. George, he picked up Laporte, who I think is going to be a really deep Laporta, who's going to be really good deep tight end sleeper this year.
Yeah, he could.
But he got. I was in a conundrum of having to choose if I want 4 tight ends or if I want to go a different route, but he made that decision for me.
Yeah, I like him. Thoughts on Deontay on Pitt with Allen there now? Deontay Johnson in Pittsburgh. I mean, I've never really liked Deontay Johnson. So Pickens is.
That's because he can't hold on to the ball.
Yeah,
like Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, he was also over-targeted, saturated with targets by Big Ben, and when Big Ben left and people were like, oh, he's going to continue to get it, it's like, I mean, he did get over-targeted a little bit by Trubisky, but when Pickett came in there, Pickett does not target him the same, so Deontay Johnson can't live off of a lot of drops, but because he gets so much volume, he makes it work. He's not horrible, like, bench wide receiver, but he's not a wide receiver 3 anymore. Zay Flowers to the Chiefs, maybe Lee. Playing with Mahomes, throwing the ball around with Mahomes was nice. The question will be, does he last to the end of the draft in the first round? I don't think he lasts to the end of the first round. He could be the first wide receiver taken, for all we know. Definitely could. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate you. You on the clock?
Yeah, I just picked. I took Evan Hall. I'm big on him too, late. You know that.
Yeah, that guy run the touchdown. They run it to the end zone every time at the combine.
He was on a terrible team, but he is a heck of a receiver, and he's a hard runner.
That'll be hilarious.
On a terrible team.
That'll be hilarious if he never scores a touchdown in the NFL, though. After all those combine touchdowns he had to score.
He will. That's the only place he did it is at the combine.
It was just
he never did the game.
Yeah, it was just like everyone was like, "Bro, stop, bro." He just kept doing it and doing it.
Well, he was trying to say that he doesn't give up. He's there for a reason.
It definitely left an impression. What?
I really like Tank Dell.
Me too.
As a late round draft. Plus, I think he's going to be really good in the league. I think people are underestimating how good he's going to be.
Yeah, you're ruining my last pick.
Oh shit!
No, it's all right. It's all right, bro. Yeah, this is a place to learn.
I think his feet work is so good.
Bro, he's smooth.
How he gets off the break.
He's smooth. He's lit. He's little, and I
put him on a good team with a quarterback who can get in the ball like he can, or even put him with some other good wide receivers.
Yeah, he's my favorite rags to riches rookie wide receiver. He's so smooth. Like when you watch Tank Dell, you just see like an Antonio Brown in the making. He's smaller, so people are gonna get So hopefully he doesn't get passed over by 32 teams though that say he's not a full-time guy because he's smaller, and then you're like, that's my only reservation with him. But absolutely love Tank Dell. And if anybody's searching for him, it's Nathaniel. You what?
The whole class is smaller. It's you used to have like the big typical receivers and stuff, but this year they're all small except for like a couple. What? Tillman and
Quentin Johnson.
And
Quentin Johnson.
They are smaller. It is weird.
And maybe Ford Wheaton's I think 6 foot.
It is weird. It is kind of strange how small they are. It's like it's almost like it's part of the script.
It's like the NFL season,
I know why they're all small.
The script strikes again.
They didn't eat their Wheaties.
It's part of the it's part of the script.
That's what most people say.
It's part of the script. They're scripting in smaller wide receivers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Tank Dell, I definitely love Tank Dell.
I think I have.
All right, you're coming.
I legit have probably more than anyone. I have so much of him; it's ridiculous.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean, it's just
your pick.
Just so anybody knows, if they're looking for him, you can't find him if you don't look for Nathaniel. But it's Nathaniel Tank Dell. Let's just take him. Do it live.
Yeah, Nathaniel.
I'm not going to go over these teams. I already went over them. Let's get on over to the Dynasty channel. And let's do a Dynasty show. What's the topic? Did Thomas say?
No.
Thomas, we're waiting on you, bro. Dynasty Channel topic. Here's the link to the Dynasty Channel. I'm going to pin it. And we'll go over. I imagine Javonte is a pretty good topic. It kind of follows suit with what we talked about today. Maybe like what Dynasty running backs we like more than Javonte, and maybe which ones we don't. Maybe we'll do that. All right. If you guys want to hang on hold.
This draft will be the.
If you guys want to just hang tight on hold, if you could just mute yourselves, that would be helpful. And then I'll start the Dynasty show. If you guys want.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So hang tight, guys. If you can mute yourselves, that'd be very helpful. All right, everybody. I'll see you on the Dynasty Channel. Link is pinned in the live chat. We're going over to the Dynasty Channel right now. Peace out.